How you doing, Ralphy here, Ralfy Customs. Something a bit different from me. A bit of the end of the week Sunday type action in a vlog. Let me know if you like the new format. If you do, I'll put out more regular content, but it'll be really fucking ecliptic. Okay, so continuing on with these brackets for the foot pegs, what I'm going to do is make a support. So I'm going to make a thick plate for this and for that, well, two for that, like, because there's two of them, and one for that, and I'm going to set them about the same height off the frame as the standard thing is. I'm not going to go that high. That's 50mm from the centre of that to the bottom, the top of the bottom rail light. I'm going to go 30 and 30. I'm going to put them together. I think that's going to work and not look too shabby. So basically, to start with, which way do they face straight up, and I want to be 30 from that centre to the bottom of this plate. I think I'll have a double check, like, obviously. I'm going to make two plates with the corners cut off and flat on the bottom there to weld on the new frame. So excuse the noise, but I'm having a quick thaw out while I'm filming this because it's fucking bolted. Off we go then, as usual. Start off cutting a bit of stock on the old saw. And two chunks of that about 50mm long, and that's going to get us so 50 by 50 squares. We'll tack them together and we'll get an old board out of them to take the foot peg mounts, and we'll shape the sides. We'll give them some shoulders, like, so they look nice and pretty. Okay, so we've got those two cut and welded together, both sides tacked up, clamped them in the machine vise on the milling machine. And if it'll start up and get running, because it's not very good on these cold mornings, bear with. Come on, girl. Come on, baby. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll clean the ends up. So we'll come in until we touch. Sometimes when we touch. And we'll machine away, look. And that levels up them ends. Like so. Nice and easy. I don't want to turn it off in case it don't start again. Come on. Yeah, we're good now. I'll flip it over, do the other side, and then we'll look at putting a hole in for the bosses that I made and taking the corners off will be these corners. But we'll do that next. Okay, so because of the weld that's holding them together, I've got to do the other end by standing it up on end, like, on that face that we've just machined. Again, these are just fabricated parts. It's not a crucial size or a crucial square or anything. I just want a bit of uniformity there, so that's what I'm going with. And this should do it fucking nicely. Okay, so with that done, we've swapped out to a chuck. We've put a spinny pointy thing in, and we've zeroed a digital readout on the centre of that hole. Now I'll lock the bed off, although we can easily return to the position that we're at. And I'm going to switch this out and to a quarter drill bit, then we'll go half-inch drill bit, and then we'll go inch drill bit, and then we'll go switch out to a boring head, I think, to get the right size I don't have a 27mm drill bit, and I think it's a big ask at the old fucking Bridgeport, to be fair, like. But we'll see. Okay, so we'll take it out to quarter. We know the machine and the power feed can more than handle this, even in the cold weather, like. Okay, so we slowed it down a bit. We switched out to the 1/2 inch drill bit. Maybe a cutting oil on that. That should handle itself quite nicely too, once it gets going. There we go, happy days on that one. Give the quill a quick bump to break those chips. Well, the curly whirlies coming off light, we don't want them wrapping around anything, so we just tap the handle light, and that shock breaks the swarf as it's forming. So bing, there you go, look. And again, I'll do another one, hold on. Bing, there you go, happy days. And then we go with the big one, slow things down again. We're having a right fucking technical issues behind the scenes. I think the brake's sticking on my milling machine. It don't want to start up in the lower gears. I'm attributing it to the cold weather, but it might not be that. Anyway, we're back on track now. And we'll get this drilled out to 24.5 or whatever it is, thereabouts. And then we need to bore it out to the final size, which I think is 27, but I'll double check. Okay, now on to the boring head operation. We'll run that through, take a clean up pass, have a measure, and go from there. It's only got to be a nice fit. It's not got to be a press fit. It's not got to be, you know, a extremely accurate measurement. It's just got to be about right. So I'm just coming through now. There we go. I'll set a stop for that. I've set a stop at that depth, so excuse me, we don't have to worry about it. And I'll have a measure and do a few cuts, and you can join me again as we finish up. Right, so we're getting nearly there. I have to say, it's cutting absolutely wonderfully. It's like this boring bar, like boring head, and the tool is making a short order of this hole, which is fucking happy days. So there you go. Now, I'm not sure how accurate. It's been a while since I've used a boring head, so there's a couple of things that I can't remember. One being how accurate it is on the marks on the side. I'm guessing not very fucking accurate, to be fair. I usually use a dial gauge if I'm getting it to a really precise size, which this isn't. So I'm hoping that this light cut that I'm doing now will take us out to the finished size. Right, so yeah, there we go. That'll do for me. That one's nice fit, and that one's caught on a bit as well. Got a nice fit, so sorted. Now we'll have it out, cut the corners off with the milling machine, and then break the weld, because we'll have two brackets and we'll get these welded in place. So a quick top tip. Well, I'm throwing my torch everywhere. So I want to follow a scribed line that I'm probably glaring out with this torch. And what I've done is put a parallel, got rid of all the swarf, put a parallel on top of the jaw of the vise, and then followed that line with that. Lined it up, just eyeballed it, and that'll give us a nice gap so we don't clout the vise with the milling cutter, and a nice parallel line to our marking out. So happy days. So off we go then. Get this chewed out. We can take 100 thou cuts with this, no problem. Like, it's just done that. So just gonna have that face off. Move it back the other way. And keep zigzagging our way along until we get down to that marked out line. So pop it down a bit. Away she goes, Captain. Happy days. Top tip. Is we use that to line up. Yeah, and I'm struggling to see that mark, to be fair, like now. So, what I can do is when I think I'm close, I can put it that way and bring the tool down to it, or bring the knee up to it, whichever way you're working the job like. And then you know you're not going to be far off, don't you? Happy days. Put my auxiliary light on so I can see. So the dog can see the rabbit, as we say around here. And we're just coming into the final cut. We use a parallel across the top of the vice jaws to determine that we're on target. And there we go. That should be as near as fuck it is to swearing. So, yeah, this is a Saturday night. And it's not as late as it was supposed to be. I'm going down the back lane because I've just come from the workshop, which is not something I usually do on a Saturday night, but a fucking car blown a fucking, hey, you blown a seal there. No, it's just fucking frost on my moustache, officer. Yeah, I've blown a fucking turbo boost pipe, haven't I? Fucking out and about on my jollies in fucking deepest, darkest fucking Nottinghamshire. Managed to fucking guide myself back home and limp back to the workshop, but I need to investigate more properly when it's not actually a red hot car and it's not pitch black at fucking 10 o'clock at night, like, so, 11 o'clock at night or whatever it fucking is. So yeah, there you go. Such is the joys, eh? Fucking happy days. I just thought I'd take this opportunity to show you this fucking, this is like Blair Witch, isn't it, down here, like, it's fucking, looks fantastic when I glance at the camera, but in real life it's just as fantastic, to be fair. So yeah, wish me luck. If I'm not back in a week, search the boating link. What a difference to Jamie. Here we are, fucking first light, near enough, Sunday morning, heading back to the workshop to see what's up with the car then, eh? Right, here she is then, up on the fucking ramps, bless her. I've been all over the fucking top cover off, been all over the boost pipes, which is what I suspect. Eventually I've come across right down in the middle of your screen. You'll see, if I can fucking leave the torch in there for you. Just don't think I can. Hold on. Right down in there, there is, not filming it very well, but it's come off down there, inside behind the headlight. There's a connector. Right down in here, underneath all this. And it's foobarred. It's a bit of pipe that joins this black thing I got my hand on to the intercooler pipe has come out. So let's see if we can't mend that. Like, it might be I'm really hoping it's not a bumper off headlight out job, but it might be. I'm trying to get all of this pipe off with a bit down the bottom that I can't show you because it's too dark down there and it won't film. Hey, there it is. Yeah, just to the right of your screen. Right there. That's what's come out. I'm trying to get the top bit off, all of this. And I've loosened it and I've unclipped it, and it is as awkward to get to as it's appearing on camera. So we will strive to prise and pull and get that out. Right, so here it is. Here's the offender look. Let's get over to the bench and show you what's cracking off. It's held in with a clip. Same on this side, you can see the clips. I'm going to wireless down in a minute. It's fucking gripping me shit this morning. And this wire clip that I can't show you very well locates on these little ears. And that one's munted. And this one is fucking munted. So basically it's let go. The boost pressure and the vibration of living where it does has worked its way out, and it's gone boom. So you fucking put your foot down and it goes boom, and blows all of its turbo gases out of this gap instead of back into the motor, so you lose your boost. And as you know, a turbo engine, when it loses its turbo, is less powerful than a normally aspirated one to start with, like, so it's fucking gutless. So my plan is to, this part's good. This is a double-ended missus bit of tube with its fittings on and the ears that are mounted. Yeah, I'm gonna take it out of the plastic bit, undo this clip, pull it out, and then I'm gonna put the knackered bit in this end, and I'm gonna put some self-tappers in to hold it, which is a normal thing to do on these because these clips give up. And then hopefully this good side that I'm checking out will go back into where it come from and stay there. That's my plan. So, yeah, wish me luck. Right, so now you can see I've fitted it back in the other way around. So now we've got good lugs on the outside, look. That's what it's supposed to look like. In fact, that one's just starting to go, I think. Have a look at its counterpart. Yeah. That's got no cracks, no fuck all. It's open at the back from where it's formed over the plastic, if that'll focus. That little dark bit there is open. And then you can see this one's starting to break down. So I've got the part number off it that is in shade for you, shadow, there you go. And I've shoved the knackered side in the bit I can get to, like, and then I'm going to put some PKs, some self-tappers in where I've drilled here, and the same around the other side. So that will then be good, that assembly will then be good, and that will go back in, and I'll get a new one. So I'll get a new one in due course, we'll say. So we'll just, I think they're too long, Ralfy. I think they're going to be fucking, it's going to look like Kaplunk when you look down there with fucking screws going across, if you remember Kaplunk. Look at the fucking war wound look. Screwdriver one, Ralfy nil. Getting this clip off. Anyway, let's get these fucking screws. I'll select some screws, get them in, and then we should get the bad boy back on. Get it all back together and take it for a test run. So if we look down, send you down here, look, where it lives. There's the hole, look, that big hole is where the pipe belongs. And you can see there's a lot of oil and stuff. I wouldn't say oil and shit, there's no shit down here. There's lots of oil around it. So that's been leaking for a little while, it's been letting go. And I did say it's feeling a bit odd. It's feeling a bit off. So we know the top intercooler pipe has let go because of that junction, this connection that we've now fitted back in with their self-tappers. Look, a couple of them bad boys. You can't really see them on the inside, but they are just poking through. Oh, there's one. And that'll stop it coming out. And the seal will seal it. The rubber seal will still seal it. I've not compromised that. And this will still hold on a little bit, like, you know, still helps to locate it because it needs to go in the right place for the clips to work. So it's held in the right place. It's self-tapped in. It can't go anywhere. We just need this off to fit in top of the intercooler and be upper. And again, I can't. It's dark down there, and the light don't seem to work very well with the camera, but we'll do his best. Well, that went easier than I thought. Managed to get it in. Well, I can't show you. It's right down there. Look, you can just about see it before the torch obscures your view. And relocated this washer bottle had come off his bottom mount. It has like a plastic nut on a stud. There's one in there, well, there you go, and there's one down the bottom that has gone, and it was up and out of place, so we've put that back in. I'm going to try and find a suitable nut for it, but we've got the boost pipe all back on. Everyone's happy, everything's clipped up. We'll collect our tools up, bosh the engine cover back on, and get it down off its fucking pedestal, like, ready for a fucking rip round the countryside. With fingers crossed that we're back up to fucking 200 fucking horses, like. Right, we're not fully warm, but we've been running for a bit. We're kind of all systems go, so let's get it out on the road. Right, so Sunday morning, country lane, no traffic, fuel lights just come on. Let's see what happens if I give it some. Oh, back on power, happy days. Pleased with that. So, apart from fueling billionaires' profits by taking out a second mortgage to fill it up in a bit, I think that we can safely say that we're happy. To be fair, the money thing don't bother me. The more I spend, the more that goes in the system, the more energy of abundance and affluence is spread. So it's a win-win. There you go. Just a bit of this and that. You know, everything I do does not revolve around the workshop, although most of it seems to. But I thought I'd just show you a day in the life of, or a couple of days in the life of. So let me know, like I said in the intro. It just leaves me to thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please give me a sub. It makes a huge difference. Give us a thumbs up. Check out becoming a member, buying me a coffee, and all the merchandise and all the shit in the description below. And I'll catch you on the next one. I really value your feedback on this one, so it's a bit of a test really. So lots of love everyone, and I'll see you soon.